Hi, welcome back to my channel. My name is Carter Walker. I love talking about movies, music, comics, and games. Lately, it's mostly been movie focused, which, by all means, I'm not complaining. My favorite thing in the world. I just got out of seeing Air. I took a little break from editing my big social network, like essay review thing that I'm kind of experimenting on right now. Needed a break from homework and casual work, so I went and saw Air with one of my roommates. And wow, I freaking love this movie. Like, some background, I'm not the biggest basketball guy. I know a fair share of history, I know a fair amount of it, but I'm not like a basketball super fan. So, I mean, I don't know the most about basketball. I'm kind of a big sports guy, kind of not. Like, it fluctuates. I like the Utah Jazz because I live in Utah, and we have Clarkson, and he's goated. But I'm not like a massive sneakerhead fan. I'm not a massive Bulls fan. I'm not a massive like basketball fan. I really don't know that much about the Bulls, but I know quite a bit about basketball until like people start grilling me. Then I completely break down. I have no idea what I'm talking about. But I enjoyed this movie. I really freaking love this movie, actually. Saying I enjoyed it is a bit of an understatement because I really adored this movie. It's genuinely extremely well made. Ben Affleck just kills it with the direction here. The cast is insanely stacked. We got Matt Damon, Jason Bateman, Ben Affleck, Viola Davis. It goes on and on. You got Chris Messina. You got Chris Tucker as well. Marlon Wayans shows up for a minute. I really enjoyed this movie, honestly. I heard a lot of really great reviews, and I'm kicking myself that I didn't see it earlier because, man, it was so good. It was really enjoyable just from start to finish. It's got a great like light breezy tone to it, so you don't feel too bogged down with a lot of it. But it also does a great job of keeping emotional stakes, making you feel invested in the story and in the movie, even though every single person knows how Michael Jordan's story turns out. It does a great job like kind of flipping that and focusing it on, I just hit my mic, and focusing it on Sonny and Rob and, you know, some certain employees at Nike on how their story will turn out, because you don't know if they'll make it out of this or not, because it's such a big risk, it's such a big gamble. And the movie sets that up very, very well. The script here is incredible. It's written by Alex Convery. I haven't really seen him around before, so if this is his first script, knocked it out of the freaking park. And Ben Affleck, again, just directs the absolute crap out of this movie. He does such a great job making it feel so real and emotional and just kind of showing you in simple ways character development. Like in the very beginning, you see Sonny, he goes to Vegas and he gambles and he gambles and he gambles and he wins really big on basketball, but then he goes to craps and loses. And right from there, I mean, it's pretty easy storytelling, but you see that he knows his stuff. Like, he's not a dumb guy. He's a professional. He knows exactly what he's doing. And then you have fun little Easter eggs and scenes like with Charles Barkley and John Stockton. They're arguing about the NBA draft of '84. Like, Charles Barkley, no one wants to watch Charles Barkley on TV. And that's really funny because I actually watch a little bit of him and Shaq's show on TV sometimes. Like, I watch clips of it. And I think it's really funny. Like, I think he's very entertaining. And, of course, John Stockton, jazz legend. And just stuff like that. You see a lot of fun stuff in this movie, so you can tell it's made with care. It's made with respect for the era. Matt Damon and Jason Bateman and the cast are just having a great time. Viola Davis like kills it here, and Jason Bateman, he's really funny, but actually provided the most emotional scenes for me in the movie, apart from a certain scene in the boardroom with Matt Damon. And I think that overall, this movie just does a really excellent job of fleshing out this world, fleshing out these characters in so little time, you know? You have Phil Knight, who's like a gross exaggeration, and I say gross and like big, not like, ew, disgusting. He's a really big exaggeration of who Phil Knight is, and it's just like comically funny. He's super, super played up, but when it really comes down to it, he's there for Sonny Vaccaro. You know, he's his friend, and it actually had a lot of really great comedic moments, really great heartfelt moments that I really enjoyed. Honestly, I don't really have a lot of mixed or negatives with this movie. I mean, honestly, this review is kind of all over the place, but I just really enjoyed myself. I had a great time watching the movie. I thought the cast was great. Again, the music, the score was great. And there's a montage in here that plays with a speech that I thought was very, very like effective, very moving. Even for someone who's like a casual fan of basketball, casual fan of Michael Jordan. It's still very effective and moving, you know, knowing Michael Jordan's life, knowing his history, what he went through. Just seeing someone that driven and that inspiring, someone that extraordinary who can just make it and, you know, fight for everyone else. I thought that was very, very moving, very incredible. Honestly, not a lot of negatives or mixed to even say about it. So overall, I think Air is like a 9.5 or a 10 out of 10. I would definitely recommend go seeing it. I mean, even if you're just like a casual basketball fan or someone that doesn't really know a lot about history, a lot about basketball, it does a great job of like showing you, you know, there's little like infographics, title cards throughout that show you this is how much money this shoe made, this is what this person was doing at that time, this is their role. And it does a great job of like keeping you in the loop, you know? It didn't feel like the movie was talking down to me like I'm too dumb. or that the movie was going over my head. You know, it's full of little funny references, funny Easter eggs if you know the history, if you know what they're talking about. If you don't, it does a great job of like ushering you along the story but not holding your hand and like patronizing you, which I really enjoyed. So yeah, that about wraps that up. I also reviewed some other movies this month, like Super Mario. I also reviewed John Wick, movies that have come out this year, and then I'm also working on a Social Network review, which would hopefully come out soon. But hopefully you guys feel free to check that out. In the meantime, did you see Air? What did you think about it? Is it your favorite movie of the year? Because I'm definitely hearing that a lot, and I'm almost inclined to agree. But then there's John Wick 4, so I'm not sure. But again, guys, thanks for watching. Feel free to like and subscribe. My name's Carter, and have a great rest of your day.